Hello, everyone, and welcome to the It's and Queens podcast covering events in the world's most diverse borough, the world's most diverse county, too, between June 21st and June 27th, 2019. You might notice we got an upgrade. Ooh. If you are a loyal consumer of the It's and Queens podcast, you'd know that Taryn Sacramone was appointed our permanent guest host. About a year ago, about 6 months ago.
Yep.
And we are pretty sure that that's a triple oxymoron because you can't be a permanent guest and you can't be a guest host.
I am the oxymoron that agreed to be that.
She is the living, breathing triple oxymoron.
I am. Delighted to be here.
Chris is not here. He's attending to some family matters. I think he'll be back next week. Taryn has been a guest on the show because she's the artistic and executive director of the Queen's Theater. But now you got a new role here.
The permanent guest host in addition?
Yeah,
I know.
you're wearing a different hat. I guess.
I am. I need business cards for the It's and Queens podcast.
Is this going to affect the way that...
Add it at the bottom.
Are you going to interview yourself? Are you going to say, hey, what's going on at Queen's Theater this week? I don't know.
No, I'm here to talk about others and what others are doing.
Well, actually, there is something going on at Queen's Theater, and
I'll talk when we get to that. I'll go to that.
It's part of a longer weekend.
Yeah.
I want to start with what, to me, is interesting. To you, we'll have to see what your reaction is.
Oh, God, okay.
It's something that doesn't only happen once, but the first event is on June 27th.
Okay.
It's Bug Night at the Hall of Science.
At the Hall of Science.
Would you?
I'm not squeamish. That sounds interesting.
Well, guess what they're doing at Bug Night?
What are they doing?
They're eating insects.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. They have 8 courses of hors d'oeuvres and a few specialty bug cocktails.
Bug cocktails.
If you go to the New York Hall of Science anytime in their what do you call that where you buy stuff?
Gift shop?
Gift shop. They have lollipops with
bugs
inside. But anyway, this
seems like a prank, but it's a thing.
No, yeah. I was there once with a friend of mine and his son, who was about 13 at the time, and of course, to impress all of the others there, he ate. I think it was a scorpion inside of a grape lollipop.
I bet Rocco would like that. My 7-year-old. I bet Rocco would get a kick.
Bring him to Bug Night.
Yeah, he'd get a kick out of it.
And besides that, they're also going to have an insect petting zoo and painting and they're going to have insect discovery stations and Burroughs bees.
I love the Hall of Science. They always have something completely different going on. I love it.
And that's kind of it. Last week on our show, we talked about how there's a movie called Superpower Dogs. Starring dogs that do a real documentary. The superpower dogs were actually there last weekend. Anyway, that's now in the past. So Bug Night, we've got Bug Night. You sound like you are leaning yes.
I'm leaning yes
because you have a 7-year-old son.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, minimally, he'd like to watch other people eat bugs. Yeah. But I think he might. I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, that's cool.
Another kind of cool, kind of off the beaten path thing is actually annual, but it's the summer solstice celebration at Socrates Park.
Oh, that's cool.
You know where Socrates Park is. I do. It's got right there on the water. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Fantastic open door. And it's,
beautiful.
Of course, on June 21st, which is the solstice. It's the longest day of the year. After that, the days will be getting shorter. You won't be yelling at Rocco to go to bed when it's still light out.
Yeah.
But this, they have circle singing and storytelling. They have telescopes and they look at the eye. They shoot.
Is it an all-day thing, an evening thing?
It's a 4-hour festival that starts at 6, and then once it gets dark, they do things. But they have one of the things I like about it the most is they have storytelling and they have Mexican tradition. But do you know the urban shaman? What's her name? Urban shaman Mama Donna. Do you know her?
Urban shaman Mama Donna? No,
yeah.
I don't think I do.
She comes out. She's an urban shaman, and she gets the spiritual vibes going. And she comes out to this every year. And she's also, I've seen her at winter solstice and other solstices. So she will be there, and that's free. So you could show up at any time.
The 21st. That's Friday.
The 21st on Friday, starting at 6. And then the next kind of big thing that I wanted to get to involves the Queen's Theater. What do you have going on this weekend? What are you part of this weekend?
Well, it's the anniversary, the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall riots, and a lot of cultural organizations and different organizations are doing things to commemorate. And we actually, in partnership with the 1 Minute Play Festival, are presenting 50 plays written by queer playwrights and featuring a cast of LGBTQ actors. A huge group of artists have been working on this, and we're doing a presentation at the Queens Museum in conjunction with a whole day-long series of events that they're doing around Stonewall.
And so it's not at Queen's Theater.
No, we're doing it at the Queens Museum at 2 o'clock. But
and
they have a whole day.
50, and you're doing 50
1 minute plays.
1 minute plays.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's these sort of theatrical
do they all
moments.
have LGBT themes, or who knows?
I mean, that's yeah.
And that's part of an all-day. So imagine that you can watch 51-minute plays. Hey, if you got 51-minute plays, how long does that last? This is a math question for
Well,
you.
there's a little transition.
But
it's a show that'll go fast. It's great.
But it's part of a bigger thing that's going on at Queen's Museum. It's also Pride Month. If you're not familiar with the Stonewall, I've heard it referred to as the Stonewall Uprising. In 1969, there was an unfair police raid on a gay nightclub called the Stonewall Inn.
That's right.
And so which some people think started the gay rights movement. So anyway, the fact that this is Pride Month, there are going to be a couple of things going on. Over at the Queen's Museum, besides the 51-minute plays, there's Drag Queen Story Hour. There are film shorts by the Caribbean Equality Project's Oral History program. There is a workshop on spiritual medicine. There are a few dance troupes. Yeah. And there's a panel discussion on LGBT activism, all right, as well as Taryn Sacramone. Will you be acting this weekend?
No, I will not be.
Will you be introducing?
Or ever. Yeah.
Or ever again?
I will never act.
You're done? No more stage?
No more stage for me, except a curtain speech, perhaps.
Oh, okay,
but,
okay.
Dominic Dondria is our Director of Community Engagement, and this is a project he's been spearheading.
Okay. And also, it starts on June 21st, which is Friday, but it runs through until July 6th. The Museum of the Moving Image is showing a Stonewall retrospective, and that includes 13 films on gay life. I guess you would say exploring gay life. And it runs back. Some of these movies, like, for example, 1961, there's a movie called The Taste of Honey. So 1961, that's really, back when a lot of gayness was in the closet. And it runs. They have other movies like Dog Day Afternoon, My Beautiful Laundrette, which was that British, Pakistanis or Indians in England.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, they will be showing, I would say go for the times, but they'll be showing 13 different movies with LGBT themes, and a lot of them before a lot of the gay liberation. So that's something else, right?
Yeah.
Now, I also heard a rumor before we started this podcast that you're a big Sheila E. fan.
I love anybody who works with Prince. I have to tell you that.
Okay.
So
you're
any
a big
collaborator,
Prince fan?
and everybody involved in Prince's orbit, and that is how I know.
Who else
Sheila
does that
E.
include?
In Prince's
Morris Day
orbit?
and the Time. He played with a lot of people.
He did. Yeah. He did. He's missed.
He's missed.
But she's not. She's not.
Sheila E. Sheila E. is coming to Queens as part of the Only in Queens Festival.
Very cool.
The Only in Queens Festival is it's the borough president's big thing.
The annual
and
thing.
B, it's part of the City Parks Foundation summer stage. So it's got a lot of backing behind it. It's not just Sheila E. It's also Music Soul Child and Cranium. I don't know anything about Music Soul Child, but Cranium is a Jamaican-born singer who grew up in Jamaica, Queens. So
that's
from
awesome.
Jamaica, the island, to Jamaica,
you got that local
the neighborhood.
connection there.
He's singing modern day, not really reggae, whatever you want to call it, modern day music. And that whole thing is with a big day where the Flushing Meadow Corona Park will be filled with food vendors of all kinds.
No, that's always great. Like, it's a great family thing during the day.
It's a
even
big
before
family thing because
Yeah.
there's a big scavenger hunt you can start,
Yeah.
and there's going to be art exhibits and crafting and
Yeah.
face painting and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's always fun.
It is might be a good way for Rocco to work off his insect meal.
The bugs.
Although this actually comes before that. Two other things that I thought were kind of... Oh, well, actually, no. There's a 2-day children's festival in Jamaica. Jamaica Center
cool.
for Arts and Learning. This
Great
is...
organization.
Yep, this is one of those indoor-outdoor festivals that has a little bit of everything, including face painting, etc. But it has so much music and dance.
Yeah.
I was looking at their list. It's 2 full days, noon to 4 both times, and there's there's even a marching band, and there's
that's great.
So it's a different, all different kinds of music, all different kinds of dance, and then also stuff that the kiddies like, including robot making.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and mini golf.
Yeah, see, this is cool because school hasn't ended yet, but it's gotten warm and everybody
It's
feels...
wound down.
It's
My
definitely
daughter's
wound
school,
down.
high school ended. Public high school ended. I don't know. Is your
Yeah,
your kid
no,
still
Rocco.
in school?
Yeah, Rocco. Yeah, he's a second grader. He gets out next week. But it feels like everybody's getting pulled into that summer mode, and there's so many
Everyone's-
great outdoor
oh.
things to do, festival things to do.
This time of year, there's
Yeah.
always like half indoor, half outdoor stuff.
Yeah, right.
As opposed to
Right.
January.
All indoor. All
Exactly.
indoor. I just booked a show for
Exactly.
next January. Going
Indoor?
Yeah, indoor. Going. I hope it doesn't snow that weekend. You don't have those fears.
Those
you know.
things happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Anyway, that's both days, June 22nd and June 23rd. It's worth mentioning, I think, that the Queens Crossing, Queens Crossing, the big mall
Yeah, of
out in
course.
Flushing,
Yeah.
also One Fulton Plaza. They're the One Flushing Plaza, two shopping centers in Queens. They're kicking off their Fun Fridays series. So that means live music. It means
In the mall?
movies being screened. It means all kinds of kiddie activities. Starts this Friday, and it'll keep on going.
Is it like a during the day thing or a nighttime thing?
No, it starts at 6:30.
Got it.
Yeah, it starts at 6:30. And then we also have the Boulevard Film Festival. What boulevard do you think I'm talking about when I say Boulevard Film?
Perhaps Queens Boulevard, the very boulevard that we're on right now.
Yes, but not Northern Boulevard. I thought you might go for Northern Boulevard.
Well, I spend a lot of my
Since you
time
live a
on
little
Northern
bit, yeah.
Boulevard. Yeah.
No, this is not the Boulevard Film Festival, but it's actually it's in Sunnyside, and it's 2 spots in Sunnyside that aren't even adjacent to the Boulevard. It's all about branding these days.
It's a good name.
Anyway, they're going to show from June 27th to June 30th. They're going to show 28 different films, all of them made by local Queens filmmakers. A wide variety of everything: shorts,
cool.
documentaries, comedies. It will be taking place at Thalia Spanish Theater, which is Greenpoint Avenue,
Okay.
but only about 2 blocks from Queens Boulevard.
Is this-
and Sanger Hall, which is a new restaurant in Sunnyside off Skillman Avenue.
Got it. Okay. No, is
Do you
this a
know?
newish festival?
No, it's the 4th annual.
4th annual.
Yeah,
That's
they
great.
ran it before. I remember last year they
That's
did
great.
it at Sanger Hall. Yeah.
Cool.
And while we're talking about Thalia, we have that last chance. 4 weeks ago, Thalia opened up its Tango and Tango programming, which has had tango performances every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It ends this weekend. It ends June 3rd to 23rd. So again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you want to see some absolutely awe-inspiring tango,
Yeah.
it's at Thalia. I talked to a guy in my block who went. He said it was just amazing. This is
People love
specifically
tango.
a mix of old stuff and some new material. I
That's
don't know if
great.
you've heard of Astor Piazzolla.
You mean some of the more traditional and some of
Some of
the
the traditional and some of the new
less,
stuff
some of the-
going on. I know that
There's lots of different traditions.
I've watched tango at Queens Theater, so
Yeah.
I know that you're a tango
There's
fan.
a lot of different. Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think of my shirt?
I love it.
Ah, okay.
I always do.
All
It
right.
never disappoints.
Real quick, so tell me a little bit more about Queens Theater's summer programming.
Oh, we have a few things going on. And
Besides this,
we partner with the Kupferberg Center. We do a live at the Gantry's concert series at Gantry State Plaza on Tuesdays starting
Live
July
music?
9th. Live music.
Starting July 9th, every
Beautiful.
Tuesday for
every Tuesday
8
for
weeks?
like 8 weeks. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. We have our summer education programs for kids, and this year we're starting one for teenagers too.
Oh boy!
So all of that's on our
I
website.
have 2 teenage girls.
yes, they would qualify for the teen program.
That would be age appropriate.
That would be, yes, that's exactly our target audience for the teen program.
Interesting.
We have a Japanese drumming company called Yamato coming the last weekend in July.
I saw that on your website.
Yeah.
Japanese drumming. What does
Japanese
that mean?
drumming. Well, yeah, I mean, it's Yamato. Look it up. Look it up. Look at their videos, because that's the best thing to do is to actually see it. They're incredible. And we also are doing a training program for professional disabled actors, and we have applications open for that right now that we'll be doing in July, but those applications are due this summer.
And disabled includes
all disabilities. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. So
we're busy. And then we'll be announcing our whole season for next year, like sometime in June. We're gonna
things get hotter
roll
in the
out
fall in Queens.
Yeah.
Colder outside, hotter. I feel.
Yeah. Well, we have things in the park like the U.S. Open and things like that happen in the park. So we try to be a little more low key in the summer, but we do a lot.
The Flushing Meadow Corona Park is jam packed.
It is all summer. Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
jam packed.
Yeah.
All the Ecuadorian volleyball games.
You know what I heard? I heard that attendance at, I mean, this isn't summertime, but at Cinco de Mayo can get up to 100,000 people in Flushing Meadows Corona Park.
Flushing Meadow Park?
In just Flushing Meadow Park.
That's...
I mean, people come out for stuff. They really do. It's great. It's like a really special place.
We should. They should get more money, because that many people, it's got to be hard to keep the grass going.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime money can go towards the park where my theater is a good thing.
Taryn Sacramone, as you might know, was not born Taryn Sacramone.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No.
She's a salt of the earth Midwesterner from Ohio. Dublin, Ohio. Draginski?
Drungowski. That was my maiden name.
So Sacramone is a very famous last name in Astoria, Queens, especially amongst the foodie community.
Oh, that's right.
Sacramone, Sac's Place.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Trattoria L'Incontro, which is in Astoria, which is a Rocco Sacramone,
a different Sacramone,
which is not your family, right?
Not my family, no.
So
but they come from the same small town.
They come from the same small town, yeah. There's some news about Sac's Place. Can you?
That's right.
Share
Yeah.
that with
No,
us?
my husband, Sac's Place at 29th and Broadway in Astoria has been there for 30 years this summer, and they're going to be moving to a new location. They're going to be moving to what's currently George's at Kaufman Astoria Studios. So 35th Avenue and 36th Street, the corner spot there.
It's in Kaufman Astoria Studios, right next to Museum of the Moving Image.
And across
the
from
street from the Sinatra High School.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a beautiful space.
That's
they have a private room.
Space. It's a historic space. It's where when they used to make silent films right there.
Yeah.
It's where all of the Rudolph Valentino and the Marx Brothers and all those people used to have their lunch.
Yeah.
And,
it's good. You know, you hear a lot of stories about family businesses, closing or having to leave or whatever. And the landlord was not offering my husband and brother-in-law a lease. So, they had to look elsewhere. And we were a little nervous about it. So to find a place in Astoria because they have these loyal customers.
Right.
I mean, kids who they've literally seen grow up, you know. It's just awesome. Okay. So it's going to be a great.
It's a really nice.
Next chapter.
It's a funky place too. It'd be kind of interesting after you've been in this first floor sort of storefront. Now you're going into a basement. Cool thing. There's actually a rumor that that restaurant was George's and is now going to be Sac's Place. It's haunted.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I hope those ghosts are hungry, because.
Well, some people say that Rudolph Valentino, or is it Rudolph? The ghost of one of those famous silent movie stars sometimes plays the piano there.
Nice.
So are you ready for that?
Yeah, I think that sounds like something people should come see. If only it was predictable, it could make it to the It's in Queens podcast.
Yeah, right. So Taryn is not afraid of ghosts, I can tell.
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
I hope they don't eat away your profits, is all I have to say. All right, that's about all I have to say. Am I missing anything? Anything going on this weekend or this week that our people should know?
I don't think so.
All right.
I mean, yes, I think you covered a lot of ground.
Okay, all right.
There's a lot of great options
There
and
are
inexpensive options.
Free
options.
I only mentioned about half of them. The other half are on our website, it'sinqueens.com. And please follow us, hashtag It's in Queens on social media. We'll be posting about these events as we go through, as each day progresses.
Hashtag permanent guest host.
Ooh, permanent. Wow. Start a new hashtag. Are we ready to start a new hashtag? All right. There you got it. Thank you all for consuming this podcast. Taryn, thank you for being our permanent guest host and showing up. Such an honor. I think you did fantastic. What do you think?
Thank you. I enjoy it.
Will we get you back? Are there
I learn
more
a lot.
permanent guest hosting opportunities
Well,
for the
you
future?
and Chris don't take vacations. You really don't.
No.
You don't.
No, it's because we work in Queens. It's
You
nonstop
live where
vacation.
you would, vacation. That's right.
All right. Thank you all, and hope to see you next weekend. Hope to see you in the borough this weekend.